Hello, welcome to AIQ, the Artificial Intelligence Quotient podcast. In the sixth episode, we would like to talk about ChatGPT, which is like one of the most used and most popular AI tools right now. And in this episode, we would like to talk more about what exactly ChatGPT is capable of and what are the different best ways or best use cases of ChatGPT when it comes to getting most authentic results and finding most authentic use cases. So I'll start with the very first question, which is like how popular is ChatGPT actually? How often do you use it? And when it comes to your personal or professional use cases.
To be honest, since ChatGPT has come in, I think I'm overly dependent on it. Be it my coding task, be it my content creation. Like I have been writing blogs on Medium, I have been creating videos on YouTube. So I'm using it a lot. I think it can be used for almost everything now because a lot of advancement, a lot of extensions has come in. So coding has become very easy. You can read research papers. If there is a long PDF that you don't wish to read, you can again use the RAG framework within ChatGPT and other chatbots. If you want to surf internet, there are also options to search through the internet and get the summarized answers. So I think if not 100%, definitely 80 to 90%, most of my tasks are now done by ChatGPT.
Oh, that's a big surprise because uh, it's very relevant that that's all we know, and I mean, being a professional, we can understand like there are a lot of trivial use cases that it can actually replace, like writing a very small Python script for plotting a graphs or something like that. But one of the things that you mentioned was like uploading PDFs or like reading research papers or articles and summarizing them. How effective do you think is ChatGPT in handling these kind of problems or these kind of cases?
See, I think one mistake that the beginners are doing that I'm seeing quite frequently is they're completely blindly copy pasting the answer. This is something that you need to avoid. You need to have a brief understanding of the topic. So, like, if I give you an example, recently a new methodology called as DORA, a research paper on DORA by NVIDIA came in, which is around fine tuning LLMs. Now, it was a very complicated research paper, would have taken me 1 week to read and then summarize and write a blog and then create a video. So, what I did, I read a blog, I got an understanding key roughly how it works. I provided ChatGPT the research paper and got its a perspective as well. There were certain misconceptions that it was introducing that I knew are wrong because I had a brief understanding of the topic. So I corrected that, I questioned it on that, and then whatever final answer I got, the revised one, not the first answer, I used it for my content creation. So basically, you should not be blindly copy pasting things. It is hallucinating at times, no doubt about it, because again, it is no human.
Mhm.
It is a machine. And if you like, I have been in the machine learning field for a very long time now. So I know it's again algorithm and mathematics that is going behind. No black box magic is happening. So basically, you need to have a basic understanding, but you can now escape from the deep diving. And as resources are very scarce, at that time, ChatGPT can help you a lot.
Yeah, that's very nice. I second your views, and I also like we saw some of these research papers where researchers forgot to replace some of the prompts that they had entered, and these kind of things are happening right now. But yeah, I mean, it's very important to be vigilant and like careful on what you are actually handling, how you are handling that information which you're getting from ChatGPT. So
Yeah.
one of the other things is like as you also mentioned, like we can use ChatGPT to search a lot of things, get to know a lot of things that we traditionally use search engines for. So my next question is, do you think is ChatGPT can ChatGPT replace a search engine, or is it a nice alternative for that?
If I take my situation, my particular perspective, so I have been using the search engines for two major perspectives. One is to find out good blogs and research papers, and other is to find out good online tools. So in the first case, I think right now my search has reduced by 90%. So basically, if I was searching for a term about 100 times on Google, now I'm doing it just 10 or 5 times. Because bots like Perplexity, which is providing you with integrated search engines. It is completely based on that idea only. It's helping you a lot. It is collating all the resources and giving a summarized version. So I think in that perspective, where I was searching and reading about stuff has reduced quite a lot. But on the contrary, as a number of new online tools are coming which I wish to use, I think in that case still ChatGPT needs to improve, and other bots also. They are not like, if I ask it what are the best online tools for AI editing of images, so I'm not getting the best of the answers,
Yeah.
right? So in the second part, I'm still using search engines, but yeah, for reading and exploring stuff, I think I've completely eliminated search for now. And yeah, if I give you one more trivia, you have your Medium and YouTube statistics available with you. So even my search has reduced a lot.
Ah, okay.
So if any of my blogs was searched 100 times, now it is getting searched just 5 or 10 times, because I think people are now summarizing everything using ChatGPT. So that's the other part on the
Oh,
table.
this
Yeah.
is also a new thing to me. Like, I mean, content creators and especially bloggers would need to be very careful on this, because a lot of traffic comes from
Yeah.
like Google search and the search results which basically Google shows them. So, but down the line, 5 years from now, and we know that ChatGPT is 1.5 years old, and similarly other chatbots. But do you think within 5 years, or maybe after that, or somewhere in the near future, can ChatGPT completely replace search engines? Is it also possible, or I mean, it's just on a philosophical thing, like whatever you feel, you can, yeah, sure.
So I feel, see again, to reach 100% in any domain is very difficult. Like if I give you an example, even landlines are still visible at some places, but the quantity has reduced so much. So the companies who are manufacturing landlines are no longer interested because the benefits have gone down so much. So I think what I feel, similar things can happen, and not in 5 years. I think before that, I'm expecting this to happen within 2 to 3 years, where like maintaining a search engine might be so much costly, while you won't be getting the results, you won't be getting the benefits out of it, because people are now very quickly moving on to the bots, because no one wish to read a complete blog. There is no validation around it. You want to have a summarized version from everything, and then eventually you might just go once to recheck for validation purposes. So I feel it is pretty much possible, and I think that 5 years is too long that you're expecting. It would be way faster than
Oh
that.
man. Yeah, this is good to know, because like in within 5 years, I would say like ChatGPT is going to be more, or other chatbots like ChatGPTs would be more integral part of our lives than they are right now, and maybe they can, yeah, replace the search engines as well. So one of the other things that like I'd like to talk about is software development when it comes to like these AI tools, and especially we are seeing these chatbots right now, and some of them which I also use. For example, the GitHub Copilot. Not only chatbots but these co-pilots, or which act as peer programmers. So how relevant do you think these technologies are right now for software development, if we talk about specifically about that? And
So if I start, since inception of ChatGPT, the one of the major loopholes in such LLM based solutions was the coding abilities was poor at that time. But gradually, if I tell you, it has improved massively. I think now most of the codes that I'm getting, at least for the POC purposes, are correct. And if you're asking for a baseline logic or like even slightly intermediate logics, it is able to capture that. Now, one of the biggest part of a data science job is to explore new tools. A lot of POCs you would be building, a lot of libraries you would be testing out. So you would be starting out from scratch most of the time when you are building out a new solution. So in that case, I think ChatGPT helps me a lot to understand, okay, what are the basic implementation of this new library that I'm going to test out. So yes, I feel that if not 100% again, I think if I talk about in terms of code completion and like my task completion, when I go on to a coding task, I think I go to ChatGPT, I get a structure which helps me with 60 to 70% of the things, and then I would be making the minor changes, the minor logics that I wish to
yep,
implement. So if not 100%, it has reduced a lot of effort on my end, especially.
that sense. But again, there's one of the popular questions that we see right now is that there are multiple blog posts that software development will vanish or it will come to an end, and these chatbots or these AI tools will completely replace it. So, what are your views on that? Do you foresee that kind of thing happening somewhere in the future or in the near future?
See, I myself is a developer in some sense, so I would be saying a no, but I'm also afraid. So, a little tricky question to be honest. Taking a call on this is really difficult. So, how I look at ChatGPT is like an unpaid intern to me.
Oh, nice.
It knows everything, but I need to tell it bit by bit in detail what to do. It can't handle complex logic. It can't think of the future perspective of the code. I need to write the code in such a way that it might be getting extended to some other logic as well. So it won't. So to be honest, any job role won't be eliminated completely. But yes, I agree. Everyone should upgrade, should upskill, should try to solve more complicated problems. Because if I tell you right now, if you are also seeing the job market, beginner jobs are getting eliminated very slowly. I think interns hiring is getting slowed down. I don't see more intern post coming out now. We wish to hire intern for this particular field because ChatGPT is taking care of everything now. So you need to upskill. You need to have that logic that you are taking the full use of ChatGPT rather than you are competing with ChatGPT. Try to understand the difference. If ChatGPT knows what you also know, so there won't be any difference, right? And your role might get eliminated. So take ChatGPT as an intern, use it to learn new things and be on the top of your game. This is what I would say.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when it comes to programming tasks or developing newer algorithms, I think it is very nice for trivial or well-established use cases, which are like very old and which are very common in industry. But when it comes to giving very creative or optimal solutions, I've seen that it sometimes sucks. And yeah, that's quite interesting to get your insights on that. So one thing that I also wanted to discuss here is, as you mentioned, you have been a content creator yourself. Like you have published number of blogs yourself. So my first question is like, are prompts really important for getting nice results? Or if yes, then what is the best way of writing a prompt so that you get the best results out of ChatGPT or other chatbots?
Prompt is the second most important thing. So I think I recently wrote a book on LangChain,
Yeah.
and my first chapter there is a line that I have written. I will just quote that. To get the best output from an LLM, there are two most important things. One is the LLM should be good, the machine learning model, and second, your prompt should be good. That's it. What you are inputting. If you are inputting trash, you will get trash. So as I again mentioned, like in my another previous question, take it as an intern. An intern might be knowing the technical things, but it doesn't know everything. You need to provide it the nitty gritties of everything. The more details you can give it into the prompt, the better results you will be getting. So I remember, like if I give you an example, if you will ask it to prepare an itinerary for going to say UK, I wish to visit United Kingdom, prepare me an itinerary, it will give you. But you need to provide the specifics, how many days, when I will be logging in, when I will be logging out. And then you will see the results, they would be just massively good. So provide each and every detail. Try to use a prompt engineering techniques like asking it to role play. If you are asking a technical question, say for example around machine learning, you can ask it to assume yourself to be Sebastian Reshko, one of the major researchers in this field, and then answer this question. Right. Similarly, if you wish to like generate a blog post, first ask it how a blog post should look like. What should be a ideal structure? It will give you points. Okay, a blog post should have a title, subtitle, body. There should be a code. There should be some informal stuff. Then ask it to follow the above steps and then write a blog post for me. If you will ask it straight away to write a blog post, it won't go deep dive into okay what things I should be following. So more details you give, more conversationally good you are. I think the better results you will get.
Yeah, we also see a lot of job applications require these cover letters or some applications require. For example, when I was applying for masters abroad and looking for universities, I was asked to give these letter of motivations. So what are your suggestions on that, like writing these kind of write content or essays or SOPs or letter of motivations?
So there are two things that I would like to tell. One is to be smart. I think if you are using ChatGPT for a long time, there are certain terms that you also know are present in the answer always. So if just read whatever ChatGPT has given you, and if it looks to you also that it is a bot generated, then it is bot generated. So try to rephrase that. A common trick that I have been using is I take a answer from one of the bots, like say ChatGPT, and then feed it to Perplexity, asking it to rephrase it. So in that case, you are mixing multiple things, so tracking becomes a little difficult. Try to use simple sentences, because if you are using very extensive English, I think there are high chances that you might get caught, because again, it should not look like it should look like that you are a student or a job applicant. It should not look like that it is generated from somewhere else. Talking about one more point that I would suggest is there is a new concept called as custom GPTs that has come into ChatGPT, specific to
Oh, nice.
ChatGPT, where they are providing integration with multiple new websites, third party websites. So recently I was just playing around with a resume improver sort of a ChatGPT, where I uploaded my resume and it suggested me what are the issues, what are the things that you need to improve on. Similarly, there are resume builders also. You can
Mm-hmm.
provide your information, provide the JD, and it will prepare the resume for
Oh,
you.
nice.
So try to use these custom GPTs also. Go, if you are not good at prompting, use the existing chat GPT extensions that has been given. A number of online tools have come up. So basically be smart, play around with the language, and I think try to use as much custom GPTs as possible. I think this particular topic is pretty interesting to me also, because custom GPTs are now taking chat GPT to another level, because now you don't need prompting also. Yeah.
Oh, I think this is kind of, again, a new thing for me, and maybe we'll have a podcast on this as well sometime in the future. But one thing that you mentioned, like if a person uses it smartly, it's harder to detect if he or she has used a chat GPT. Uh, I wanted to know if there are any automatic tools or AI tools that also do this job for you, like detecting AI content or AI created content. Are there any tools for this which recruiters or other companies are using?
See, to be honest, I have been very curiously looking everything in the market that is coming up. I didn't find us. There are many online tools that are claiming that we are able to detect, but trust me, 95% of them are not able to work on. And eventually, if you mix up little your ideas into the text generated, no one is able to catch it up,
Hmm.
because it is little difficult, even for a human also. Leave about machines. If I give you a chat GPT generated answer with a few words tweaked, I think it would be very difficult for a human also
Hmm.
to catch. But yeah, as I told you, as 2 years have passed in, people now know there are certain patterns in the answer. So don't copy blindly. This is what I would be suggesting. Else you might get caught.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes complete sense because we time and again we have seen a lot of memes, lot of these screenshots being posted on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram where people just blindly copy and paste everything that they got it. And basically, we have also seen people posting their responses in research papers, and these research papers got published. So that's also happening. But yeah, you have to be smart when using these technologies, and so they make the best out of you can. So yeah, this was a lot about these content creation, about these prompts. One thing that's also being discussed right now is how effective is ChatGPT in handling mathematics or analytical problems. So do you think like ChatGPT or any other chatbot based on LLMs are a nice fit for mathematics or addressing those kind of problems?
To be honest, right now, no, because like I had a few experiments
Mm-hmm.
done. So where like I remember I doing experiment where I was first of all multiplying simple numbers. I was able to get a result like 4 into 5. 24 into 25 I was able to get. But the moment I started using 24.53 into 56.59,
Okay.
it just broke
Hmm.
down. So basically, right now they are not that great, but for basic mathematics, I think you can still go with it. One thing I wish to like convey is that again, mathematics is also a language.
Hmm.
The companies right now who are training LLMs are not focusing on it, but the moment they will focus on this, even this particular issue will get resolved. Because again, it is also a language, as it is English, Hindi. Similarly, mathematics is also a language. So I think right now the focus is not on mathematics. That is why they are faltering out. But again, the results have improved from the first version to 2 years now. I think results have massively improved. And going future, I think I'm not very much what you would say. I'm quite sure that even LLMs would be able to handle mathematics quite easily.
Hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that was mostly on the tips and tricks type questions, and wanted to know like what is the best use cases for this. And coming on a more philosophical question on this topic is, uh, uh, how powerful would you say like these chat GPTs will become in the future? Like,
I think right now also they are very powerful. As if you have read the particular statement from OpenAI, they are saying GPT-5 would be having PhD level of
yeah,
intelligence. I don't know how like how truth in that claim, but even the claim is 50% true. I think we are in for a very good and a hard time also, because once you get such tools for free, I think there would be layoffs, there would be recession going on, because then API that is available for $20, why would someone be spending out huge amounts on
yeah,
employees? So that would be a big concern on my mind. I think people are claiming for AGI
hmm,
also. AGI, artificial general intelligence. Basically, if I give a brief to our viewers, AGI can feel emotions. It is almost a human being, what people say. So that is a little difficult. I feel that not in the distant time, I feel so. But again, I'm not very sure, because right now these AI startups are getting funded
hmm,
heavily and they are researching at a rapid
yeah,
pace. So you never know. But I think AGI would be a distant idea, but still, I think LLMs would become more and more powerful as you go ahead. And I'm not very sure, the basic machine learning models might start becoming obsolete also. Basic frameworks in the baseline jobs might get become obsolete, because there are tools like auto gpt, if you know, they are able to execute things also,
yeah.
not just generate. They are able to build softwares for you, can deploy it automatically. So I think it would be a very very interesting time. It's the right time to people to upskill. And what I feel is that now AI has become a mandate for everyone to read, because if you would miss on this, I think you would miss a lot of things, and you will be wasting a lot of time on basic stuff which LLMs or chat gpt sort of bots can do for you.
Yeah, this is quite insightful because as the time proceeds and we'll have like more developments on this end towards all these chatbots, like we have to be more aware of what we are doing, and if we are not doing any, we have to make sure that we are not doing anything redundant, to be honest, so that it becomes hard for us to be replaceable. But I don't know, I mean that's another discussion.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for all the insights. I hope this was quite useful for all the viewers, and particularly we touch all these aspects of how to make the most of these chatbots, particularly ChatGPT, and using best prompts and how best practices to basically get the most out of these technologies that we have right now. Please let us know if you have any further questions in this regard, or you want to discuss us any other topic. Please feel to post or comment over there. And I hope that's all from us. Thank you.